Very good afternoon. My name is D.V.R. Seshadri. I'm a professor of practice at the Indian School of Business at Hyderabad. About 7 months back, I broke my hand. It's called the humerus, I believe, between the left shoulder and left elbow. And this was repaired by one of the top hospitals in Hyderabad and in India. Unfortunately, although there was a star surgeon and he tried to fix it, even after 6 months, there was intense pain. And then every month I used to go to him. He would say, don't worry, the bone is getting joint and so on. Till about 1 week back, I went to him and he said, well, sorry, but we have to reoperate. We have to do a bone grafting and we have to do a replating. And that was for me the final straw. Before that, I was in touch right from the beginning with my dear friend, Dr. Chandrasekar Chikkamuniyappa, founder of DHEE Hospital, DHEE. Which is in Kanakapura Road in Bangalore. And when I fell, at that time itself, he said, come over here, we'll do the operation properly. But somehow I felt the distance between Hyderabad, where I was living, and the hospital, Bangalore, was too much for me to do the operation, get back and so on. My wife felt likewise. So I was tempted to do the operation in Hyderabad, where we have our home. Unfortunately, it was about 6.5 months of practically no result, and the bone was as bad as it was at the time when I reported for the operation, maybe infinitesimal improvement. But finally, when the doctor at Hyderabad, topmost hospital in the country, concluded, and they took a lot of money too, concluded that the bone grafting had to be done, and a replating had to be done, and a resurgery had to be done. For me, that was the ultimate straw that broke the camel's back. I came to the hospital, to Dr. Chandrasekar, on late Tuesday night, 12th, after a whole day's class between 9 and 5:30. I reached here by midnight to the hospital at Kanakapura, and then next day morning, by the time I arrived here, everything was set. My X-ray was taken, ECG was taken, and then echo, and then the blood test. And then by 9 o'clock, 9:30, I was wheeled into the operation theater at the hospital on 13th, the Wednesday. And lo and behold, the operation was a grand success. The X-ray showed that it was perfectly aligned. There were 3 operations done on that day in about 90 minutes. One, a bone grafting from my hip region to take a small piece of bone tissue and then remove the old plate put by the top hospital in the country with some 7 screws, and then a new plate with 12 screws was put in its place, and the bones were aligned which were misaligned, and the bone grafting that was taken, that was also used to fill, and it has become a perfect straight line now. And thanks to Dr. Chandrasekar, today is Monday the 17th of May 2026, and I'm on my way back to Hyderabad, and tomorrow I should be going back to work at ISB. So he goes on a very minimalistic medication, which is great. And right on the day of the operation, he made me walk. And next day onwards, I was walking by myself. And then third day, I was bathing by myself. Today, which is the 5th or 6th day, I wore my own clothes, bathed by myself, and I'm setting off to Hyderabad. Also, his approach is somewhat aggressive, that don't sit lying in the bed, get on. The bone grafting, the bone operation has been successful, so you don't need to sit and keep brooding about it. You can just get on with the work at hand. So it's a very aggressive way of gently pushing me to be on my own feet right from the day one. So hats off to the hospital. And what I find here is it's not a mercenary hospital. The focus is more on care, where the DHEE, this comes from the Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Gayatri Mantra, but the acronym for DHEE is Dignity, Healing, Empathy and Excellence. So the charges are very nominal. It's unlike the mercenary PE-based hospitals in the country that are rearing the roost, unfortunately, and care is given secondary short shrift in those hospitals. Here, care is primary, and money will come as a consequence. So I'm really, really pleased, and I would recommend anybody who has to go for any sort of surgery to look up DHEE Hospital in Kanakapura Road, Bangalore, and contact Dr. Chandrasekar and his team of about 100 doctors. Thank you and wish you all a very happy, healthy life ahead. Thank you.